UFC 299, Miami, Florida. We are here. I just got back from the live press conference. It was absolutely intense. Dana White said it was the littiest press conference. He didn't say this. He said it was the best or most. He said something. It was the most electric press conference that he's ever been to. I mean, the line was long. There was about 5,000 people in there at least. I think there's going to be about 20,000 on fight night. They told us that they already set the record gate, 13.75 milli. A lot going on, but I had a blast in the crowd. There was so many Sean O'Malley fans. There was so many Cheeto fans. They were going back and forth in the crowd. The Cheeto fans had me in tears. They kept going like this to the Sean O'Malley crowd, trying to tell them that they have a micro penis and whatnot, and telling them, just talking mad smack to their face. And the Sean O'Malley crowd couldn't handle it. Security had to get involved. It was a complete riot. It was a complete riot in there, and it was so fun to be there. I cannot wait for the fights on Saturday. I'm going to try my best to bring you guys a fight card prediction. Should I do it tomorrow or should I just do it now? Let's just do it now, man. I don't want to miss out and like I did last week. So let's just do it now. We're going to go run through this real quick. Fight to fight. First fight of the night. I believe it's some girls fighting. So it is what it is. Let's see. Yeah. We got Joanne Wood and Mariana Moroz. I think Joanne Wood is like 38 or something. You know, I think this girl, Mariana Moroz, is going to try to submit her. That's all I have to say about that fight. It's women's MMA. I probably won't watch the first fight. It's women's MMA, guys. When these things come up, I really don't know what to say. Let's just move on to the next fight. CJ Vergara, tough underdog. Wouldn't want to go up against him if I'm a 600 favorite. He's a 425 dog like he is. This Asu Almabayev guy is probably very good, but it's going to be a close fight. I think it goes the distance. Could be a decision. Could go either way. Should be a much closer fight in my opinion. A good matchup by the UFC. Good matchmaking by the UFC. Next fight, we have Robelis, the Cuban Taekwondo master, who's only 4-0. All four guys he's beat have been nobodies with no fights, which is interesting to say the least. He's like 35, 36 years old, just getting into the UFC, but he's going up against the easy adversary in Josh Parisian, who doesn't stand a chance against anybody, to be honest. I don't know how he's even 15-7. I think this guy does get the job done, but we'll see how he looks when he gets out there. Next fight, we have the battle of the Michels. We have Michel Pereira and Mikhail Oleksiejczuk. Gonna be a close fight for sure, but I think Michel Pereira, now that he's, focused, locked in, actually fighting the way he's supposed to be fighting, I think he'll find a way to get the win. The next fight is a complete toss-up and coin flip. Felipe Lins is very good, but Ian Cutelaba is a very tough opponent. I think it goes the distance or close to it, and I think the Romanian or the Macedonian, where's he from? Is it Macedonia or is it Romania? Let me see. Macedonia. I think he finds a way to get it done. He's 30, going up against a 38-year-old. I'm going to go with Ian Cutelaba. Then we got Pedro Munoz against Kyler Phillips. Again, another one that's a coin flip for me, guys. These fights are so hard to predict. If anybody's looking at these and be like, oh yeah, for sure, this guy's going to win, how do you know? Please tell me, how do you know? And are you willing to bet on it? Because I'll take the bet if it's an even money bet, as it should be. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no way you can tell me with certainty that you know who's going to win. Sometimes I feel that way too, and then they go and lose, It's very tough. Even like Mateus Gamrot, who I think is for sure going to win. still has a chance to lose to RDA. You never know what these guys are going through. I thought Benoit Saint Denis was for sure gonna win, but now that it's getting closer to the fight, I'm leaning towards Dustin. You know what I'm saying? Dustin underdog pick? What? You have a chance to pick Dustin as a dog? Definitely take that opportunity. That's free money. It's good value for your money. You know he's gonna go in there and fight for it. Versus Saint Denis, they're talking about he might have a staph infection. You know what I'm saying? And even if he doesn't have one that's contagious anymore, he might still be coming on or off antibiotics, which will affect his cardio. So we'll see what happens in that fight, man. But before we get there, we got Caitlin Carr Serminara, however you say her last name, versus Macy Barber. I think Macy Barber gets the job done fairly easily. And then we got Curtis Blades against Jailton Almeida. Even money fight, as it should be on paper. -110 each. Pick them. This is what I like to see. I think Jailton Almeida has a good chance if Curtis Blades allows him to take him down. If this goes on the ground, I think Almeida will win. But if it stays on the feet, Jailton doesn't ever even try to strike. I think Curtis Blades could easily knock him out. He's got 30 pounds of weight. If he goes in there and pressures him and goes in there for the kill, as if he goes in there and fights for his life, Curtis Blades could easily beat this guy. But if they go in there and start dancing and playing tango, Almeida could win too, you know what I'm saying? So let's go straight into the pay-per-view. First fight, Peter Yan versus Yang Song Dong Song Yadong, the Kung Fu Panda. That if they're going to go in there and box like they say they are to see who's the best boxer at that respective division or in the UFC or whatever they think, I think Peter Yan wins. I think he's the smoothest, best boxer out there. And he definitely, I don't think he lost to Sean. It was a close, even fight. But I think Peter Yan should have got that win. The only one that I think Peter Yan lost for sure was the Merab fight. But he probably never would have fought Merab if they gave him the correct win against Sean, you know. So you never know. The next fight, we got Gilbert Burns against Jack Della Maddalena. I think Gilbert Burns should be the favorite here, even though it's a close fight as it should be. Gilbert's fighting at home. He's way more savvy. He's a veteran. He can go on the ground. He can take you down. He can box with the best of them. He stood in there 3 rounds with Khamzat, and if it would have went 2 more, I think he would have found a way to win. I would not have Gilbert as an underdog, and it's good value. You put him up there with Poirier. You take even Kevin Holland in the next fight versus Michael Venom Page, because I think Kevin Holland's been fighting way tougher adversaries than Michael Page has in Bellator. Kevin Holland's going to come in there and get the win. It's going to be a good fight, guys. Co-main, Dustin Poirier, Benoit Saint Denis. I already touched on it a little bit. I have no idea, to be honest with you guys. At first, I'll be honest, I had Benoit Saint Denis crushing him. But now, as the fight's getting closer to it, Dustin Poirier is a big plus 180 dog, which is huge for this fight. As it's flipped, he went from being the favorite to the underdog. I think Dustin Poirier might find a way to get this victory at home as well. And then in the main event, Sean O'Malley versus Marlon Vera. I mean, just based off the fans and the crowd, this is going to be the hypest fight for sure. And I will go with the dog again. I will not be mad if Sean O'Malley wins. I'm a fan of his as well. I love what he does. Got some money, bought himself a farm, got chickens. But I also, you know, I respect Cheeto. He's a real gangster. He'll fuck somebody up. He's going to go in there and fight his fight. He don't do no bullshit. He don't make excuses. He trains hard. Same 3 people in the gym every day. You know, that's commendable and respectable on so many levels. This guy came from what? Ecuador? Is that where he's from? It's just a tough place to come out of and get to where he's gotten to. So let me see here. Where is he from? Marlon Chito Vera. It's going to be a great fight. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Make sure you guys subscribe if you haven't already. Yeah, he's from Ecuador. But if you guys made it to this far in the video, let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you guys are in Miami for the event. I'll be here, but to be honest, I got an invite to go watch the fight at another UFC fighter's house. So I was like, man, I might as well go watch it with the fighter, you know. I was going to go to the event live because I went to the last one in Miami. So I was like, I got to go to this one. but I waited too long and them ticket prices got jacked up. I had gotten good seats last time for about $300. Now it's like 600, double the price, and it's for like nosebleed seats. So I don't even want to know what it would be to get a decent seat there. It's gonna be insane. As soon as Dustin Poirier was announced on the card, those prices went up a lot, and I think they had to raise them up to be able to pay Dustin, because he was asking for the money, which is respectable. He earns it. He deserves it. But yeah, my buddy Grant is a good friend of mine. Hang out with him whenever I come down here. He invited me to go watch the fight at his house, so I'm gonna just go watch it with the real UFC fighter. I'm gonna bring the Dr. Pepper. We're gonna get together. We'll have some fun. Let me know what you guys end up doing for the fights. Comment below. Let me know where you guys are at. Are you here in Miami? Are you gonna be there at the event? I want to know who's going. Let me know what you guys think. Who you got in the main event? Who you got in the co-main event? Any one of these fights could be a main event on a fight night or a pay-per-view by itself. So it's gonna be a great weekend. I'm excited. Everybody, the Miami is buzzing. The bees are buzzing in the chickens are clucking. The bees are buzzing. The birds are flocking. Listen, Chael's in town. Everybody's here. I saw Michael Chandler today. He walked right past me. The guy looks like a walking fire hydrant. He's short as hell, but he's stocky as hell too. So anyway, that's it for tonight. I appreciate you guys. I love y'all. Have a good night. Get home safe. Peace.